Hey YouTube, what's up? Mr. Wise364 back with another episode of Dungeon Link. Today we are going to talk about the new update and show you guys what's up with this new update. So it just hit 8 o'clock, so everything just reset. You see a little guild victory box there. I will also show you guys my progression and what I've been doing. I know I haven't made a video in about a week or so. Reason being, I've been a little sick and I've been working like crazy. So in the last few days last week or so, I've had a very, very big progression in my team. As you see now, my Arya is level 60. Lee jumped from 40 since I made my last video, which was about a little over a week ago, to now he is 55. Kiki I got to 50, and Rika jumped from 35 to 50. I had a bunch of support fairies saved up, so I got my Rika up to 50. I had her plus 5. 5-star, had 3 of them, so I got her from 35 to 50. Kiki, I finally got enough fire fairies to get her up another 5 levels. Lee was fun because, as you see, day 24 6-star, I got him from that. I also did a combine of 2 plus 5 5-stars, got him at 6-star, and then I had enough fairies to get him up. So he jumped 15 levels, which his stats are ridiculous. Right now I have a crit in there. I'm probably going to eventually replace it with another wood. I have multiple wood to put it in there, but it's pretty good right now with the crit. He's serving me very, very well. So that was a quick little update on progression. Our guild's been usually like anywhere ranging from 2 to 4. This will be the last thing before we talk about the update. As you see, we're playing Legends right now. We are probably going to lose. Right now we're in second at 4-1. So we'll probably lose today and then possibly win our last game. As you see, all the teams here: Legends, New Hope, Valhalla, Blacklist, Legion, Immortals, Bughouse, and Airborne. Usually Legion, Valhalla, New Hope, and Legends are the top 4. Flip-flop. Blacklist, I believe this is their first or maybe second week in our league again. So it looks like the top 5 will flip-flop. Legends is always first. Alright, computer stop. So my defense team for Guild Battle as well, guys, switched it up a little bit, is Kiki, Arya, Lee, Rika, and Lulu, which has been serving me actually very, very well. As we go to accumulated now, we drop back down to 7th. We're basically tied for 6th. I had been having a lot of defenses though. So now we are going to talk about the update. So first things first is Champions Road. As you see, it's cleared right now. Each day you can reset it 1 time. So say I didn't clear it yet, but I didn't waste my reset, I could finish this out today. Battle this, battle 14, battle 15, and then still reset it at any time after the server reset goes off. Mine's 8 a.m. I don't know what time you guys are, but that's the time I am. So we're going to reset. I'm going to do normal just for the video because Nightmare actually takes a lot of concentration and is pretty hard. I haven't defeated Nightmare yet, but I've been working, so I mean I've been doing normal and just autoing through while at work. So our team is going to be my basic team. Instead of Kiki, we'll use Weapon Master. He's pretty good. Battle. So basically what Champions Road does, it lets you have, in every difficulty gives you 5 more participants. Your participants are you select your participants. You can have 5 at a time, just like normal, but if one of them dies, then you can select a new one in his place. I had a Clara with one of my other guys that I think it was like Arya died, but I had a Clara, but she never, after like 3 or 4 turns, she never revived her. So I don't know if the revive is like cut out in this. It did not work for me though. But what you would do is then when you advance to your next stage, you would replace the one that is dead with another character. So if you are doing Nightmare or Hell, which you can have 15 characters, and then Hell is 20, and Normal's 10, as you see on the bottom participants. If I get rid of Weapon Master, even though I've already selected him, so he's already a participant. He already counts as one of my 5. He's not dead, so I can always reselect him. But in this case, say coming up is an all water team, so I don't want to use anything fire. We'll use Camelot. And now my participants, as you see, went up to 6. Now if I exclude him, it goes back down to 5 until you actually use him. But if I do use him, it will stay at 6. Now they're all interchangeable. So now if I switch him with Weapon Master, it still stays at 6. They're just locked in as participants. So if one does die, you can replace them, but they are not interchangeable at that point because that one is dead. So then you basically lose a participant. You are now have only 5 alive out of the 6 you've chosen. So now going through this, the rewards are okay. They're not great. I wish it gave you gold at every one and then an additional reward for completing it, but they're okay. It's a little extra. It's not something that takes a whole lot of time. You could clear the whole thing in maybe 15 minutes, especially if you're doing normal. Or, I mean, Nightmare, concentrating on Nightmare might take upwards of 30 or 45 minutes. And Hell, I haven't even tried yet, but they hit pretty hard in Nightmare, so I'm not sure how hard they hit in Hell, but it's probably pretty hard. As you guys see, the treasure on this one is a coin for Mana Captain. As you see, all your rewards go to your mailbox, and you see my one reward right there, Mana the Captain. So we claim all, and 1 Mana the Captain hero piece. Now, if we go into shop, we go into hero, and there she is. She costs $350. She is pretty good. Right now I have 28. Each difficulty you could get a little more. I know Nightmare gives you 2 at the end, and 2 I think one of the levels before it, and Hell is probably 3 at one point. If you do clear the final stage, that stage alone is probably worth 3. So real quick, we'll go up to her, see her stats. There she is. I believe I talked about her in the last one because they released her, but she didn't release her availability. Cannon strike 6 to 8 times, 400% water attack. So that's pretty good for something that's going to hit. Basically, it could hit all 5 opponents. So it could do some pretty good damage. As you see, her water damage is pretty good as well, 3,200 to start. She has freeze, which is very nice, and her crit being at 18% is not very great, but it's not bad. If you have her in a crit team, kind of like Arya has a little bit more crit than that, but she does more damage and has a lot more health. So, I mean, teach his own, she's pretty good. Her water attack is 72%. Going down, she gets 10 more water, so she would be at 82%. And then her final is a +1 to special skill, which would probably put that at maybe 7 to 10, 500%. Not exactly sure. I believe that's the only new story hero they released in this update. Last update we went over Angie. So we're going to scroll through and see the other characters they released. Is there an attack character? We went over the maid last time. Yeah, I believe that's no attack. Fire, nope. Water, okay. Olaf the bodyguard. So They release basically more water guys. His HP is 1500, which is pretty good for just a normal character. 2100 damage, not bad, not great. Him stacked with a few water gems ruins would be nice. Crit 12%. It's a little almost equal to Tanks-a-Lot's. Defense is actually really good though at 1121 for only being +5 and not level 60. So level 60 you'd probably be banking over almost 2k. Free 6% is also very nice. 7 to 11 times with 126% water damage. Nothing great. If you guys know Cerberus's attack, that's probably identical to that, but water damage instead of attack. 60% defense is pretty good. Most of the other defensive characters aren't pushing 60. I know Cosmo is not, and as well as Troll Knight. So 60% is pretty good. I think that's on par with Tanks-a-Lot. So as you see, he also gets a +10. So it would go up to 70% if you awaken him the second time. And here's another one. This is now Ella the Ice Princess. Ella the Ice Princess heals all allies with 900% heal, and she gives the team's HP plus 20%, which is pretty good. At the same time, it's not bad. Her dash skill is also a heal. The only thing about her, though, she does not revive. So throwing her in, because it's weird, because she recovers all HP of all allies by the amount of heal, not the amount of water damage. It's the amount of heal. So she's basically like Lulu to a point damage-wise, where she's going to pass somebody and maybe do 2,000 damage. Nothing great. Critical 5,000, which isn't very much doing a dash. Her critical at 20%, it's not really going to make a huge difference. Her heal's pretty good, though. 3,000 heal is pretty good for just a level 30 6-star +5. Her HP is it's okay. It's with non-story healers, it's about that, and so is her defense is about up to par with other 6-star story heroes. 9% heal is, it's going to get all your characters to full health. Unless you have like a level 60 golem +5 that has like 30,000 health. It's probably the only person it won't fully heal. Plus 20% HP is pretty nice. Still think I'd rather have the revive on a healer than additional HP. But it's not bad. If you throw her with the Lena the Swordmaster, who also gives you an additional 20%. So now you're looking at 40% HP, and you have like a fully limit broken Lee the Monk in your team. You're looking at a lot of HP, because that would probably put him at 30,000 HP. So that is all of the new characters. The next thing we are going to go into is costumes. Not a fan. It doesn't make or break the game, though. A lot of people think it's breaking the game because it's not attainable through anything except real currency. Now, to me, it should be obtainable without real currency, but it should be, $15 should be equivalent to me getting it in the middle of the gems right here. So it should cost me 300 gems to unlock the costume if you're making me spend $15. Now, granted, it gives you 300 gems as well, but 300 gems is not a very high amount. If I wait 1 week, I'm getting 1,000 or 600. But it's an additional. A lot of people have bought it. For an additional 5%, I don't think it's worth $15. The only thing that's really good on here that makes this a little bit of a game changer is the 2% up to freeze. 2% freeze is actually a lot, because you only get like 8% to start at the highest for characters. So 2 up for freeze, 5% to everything else is not bad, but it's not worth $15 to me. Lulu, the 2% to attack buff is pretty good, but the other 5% of all her stats, she doesn't really do damage anyway. And if she's the last one alive, she's probably not killing your party, unless it's a Lulu versus a Lulu. So that doesn't really change much there. It's not like you're getting additional perfect attack power. Now, if you were getting more attack power from her, perfect attack power from her skill, then absolutely. Same thing with Cleric. If she had an additional revive percent in this costume, then that would just be game breaking and it wouldn't be fun. So a lot of people have these when I'm PvPing now, and it's not a huge difference. They're still beatable. It's not like they're godly now, as we just see. We'll go into PvP real quick. As you see right there, top guy has the Lulu. Now if we go through the ranks of the higher end people, as you see, Thog has Clara. Melissa doesn't use either of them. Chosen right there doesn't use either of them, either in that attack power. The 4th place guy has Lulu. So just going through real quick, we'll go a little bit down. Everybody, for the most part, has Lulu, except the one, just bored, Herod. Now if you actually click on some of these people, VIP level 3, so he doesn't spend much. As you guys know, I'm VIP level 1. I don't spend much either. So another real quick possession thrown in the middle of this video. This is a freebie win. I want you guys to see my streak going on right now. And I'm ranked 44th at the moment, almost 1500. 41 in a row. So I mean, my team right now is doing very, very well. I've been playing a lot of PvP. As you see right now, my record's 106-4. I had like 230 streaks in a row before this 40 streak. Some of the losses have been pretty stupid, but you know, it just is what it is. Sometimes you just have to take the loss. And so we went over Champions Road, we went over costume. I do actually buy the Goblin swords, because if you figure for 20 gems you get 10 swords and 3 skips. If you times that by 10, 200, because sometimes I buy the swords from the gems right here for 400, so you times that by 40 would only be 800 gems that I'm spending for the same amount of swords. And I'm getting skip tickets as well, so can't complain about that. Do use it. I know I use it. I believe that is the only other thing they released. Man of the Captain, everything else here is the same. Swords are all the same. Gold is the same, and gems are the same. Sorry guys, thanks for watching. They did release. They did not release new areas. They released the one area that I did not complete yet. We're going to go to rewards. So the 2 new water characters are in there as rewards. I'm probably going to clear that in another video for you guys. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, don't forget to like the video and comment as well. And I'll see you guys next time.